Hey everyone, my name is Justin Anchetta from SF Garnish Music Production and Soul Graffiti Studios. We are going to be talking about some things that people have been bringing up in regard to going live on Zoom during these times with your music to your audience. Whether you're a performer visually, you want good audio, you want good streaming going on. So there's a couple things to look for. And I'm going to start off by I just did a test with my good buddy Eliyahu. He's an amazing flutist, bassist, multi-instrumentalist, oud player. And we found out that his digital audio workstation, it was all working great for the most part. But the thing that was holding him up was I was seeing that there was pixelation going on with his visuals and his audio was cutting in and out. So the two things that I looked for is I went to speedtest.net. He went to that actually on his computer and he pressed go. And what this does is when you press go, it automatically checks your internet connection. So right now it is connecting to the internet. I just upgraded our internet here so that we can do live streaming up here in the Sierra foothills at a decent rate. We upgraded from the 5 megabyte upload, 100 megabyte download to the 300 download, 10 or 11 upload. So it's coming in download is slower than my last test. It was at 248 last time I tested. So it depends on the time of day. Looks like other people might be using that download locally. My upload speed, which is the most important part, is at 10 pretty much. And so this is showing that I can send out at 10 megabytes per second. So that is the really important part of streaming out, your 10 megabytes per second. Your download is also important, but not as important if you're streaming. So go ahead and check that. My buddy came in at, I believe, 3 megabytes per second download and 0.3 upload megabytes per second. So it was definitely one of the issues. The other thing that you can look into is in your Zoom settings, when you're logged into Zoom, go in and check your settings, your audio settings. And it looks like, the bottom of this is not showing at the moment. Let's see here. All right. So I actually have I've been using versions of Zoom that haven't been the most compatible. Their newest upgrade made it to where they don't really like that I'm using my Canon T5i as my main camera. But we have some workarounds. We've been using interesting things to work around that, such as our Chrome server. Can you hold on one sec? I'm live.
Oh, yes.
Awesome. All right. So let's see here. I'm going to go into my preferences in Zoom. And here we are. You can see the mic is engaged through my XR18, which is my audio interface. And my speaker output is also the same thing. Now in advanced settings, you're going to want to go in here and disable suppress persistent background noise and also suppress intermittent background noise. You're going to also disable that. So this will help you when you have softer tones, whether you're playing flute or guitar, it won't cut out. These are things that they put in so that the background noise during a meeting doesn't take over. But when you're playing music, you really want all the sounds to really engage because you have a lot more dynamics than just somebody talking. So those are the two things that I would look out for. Oh, one more thing I might as well show you now is on your computer, about this computer, you should check out your processor. My processor is a 6-core. It's definitely strong enough to do streaming. 2-core, sometimes you can get some pixelation. 4-core is better. 6-core actually allows me to use OBS, and which is allowing the OBS to be open, Ableton Live, which is a program that we teach, and then also going into Final Cut. And I'll do one more showing here. Let's see if I can do this quickly. Nope, that didn't work. All right, I'm going to go in and open up something called Monitor. Activity Monitor. Okay, so what you're seeing right here is the Activity Monitor, and it's showing your CPU percentage. You can see that OBS is using quite a bit because that's how I'm streaming right now. When I close down OBS, it should go down to 0. Irion Webcam is a webcam that's not being used for this specific post, but it is engaged. You can see that live, even idle, is at 13%. Camera Live is what I'm using in CamTwist together to show this camera angle that you guys are seeing right here. So it is taking a little bit of CPU, but overall you can see my system is running at about 5%. This is what you're going to want to see. If you have spikes up to 30%, 60% of your CPU load, you're going to run into some glitchiness with your live streaming. Your audio and your video might get glitchy. A few other things you want to look into is what version of Zoom you're using, and also what version of OBS if you are doing multi audio and video. So I hope this helps. My name's Justin with SF Garnish Music Production and Soul Graffiti Studios, and we'll see you again in the near future.